Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, I wanted to bring you up to date on some things that I'm currently doing, things that I'm thinking about doing. I wanted to solicit your feedback as part of my community and just see if there are things that I'm thinking about doing that you think you would find valuable. As I've said in previous videos, I want to do what I can to help support this community. I think that we're all very like-minded folks. We like taking photos, we like editing photos, we like being creative, and we all just want to kind of explore those things and get better at it. And I'm doing what I can to just create value and bring hopefully useful content to you. And in that spirit, I'll be talking here in a few minutes about some of the things that I will be working on. The first thing I wanted to do is just recognize for a moment that Luminar Neo, which is a product that I use and really enjoy. Yes, it's not complete in terms of all the features that we expected, but I wanted to take a moment and just recognize that the people of Skyloom Software, they're going through some really difficult times right now simply because they are based in Kiev in the Ukraine. And so you're obviously well aware of what's going on there. So we are all, of course, sending our best. And what I'm trying to do is provide as much feedback and assistance to everybody that's a user that has questions about Neo, simply because that will potentially lighten the business load from Skyloom Software support line and things like that. So while there are things I can't address or can't do, I'm certainly trying my best to provide educational content here that helps people get up to speed with this product and also answer questions. And so you'll see me in a lot of the comments just going through and trying to do my small part to help them during this difficult time. So having said that, they still were kind enough to actually send me a box. Just showed up literally right before I started filming this video. It's got a Create More hat in it, which is Luminar Neo branded. You can see that there. I'm not going to put it on. I look terrible in hats. This package also included a tumbler with a little embossed logo of Luminar Neo on it. And it also included this power bank, also with the Luminar Neo logo. So great friends, great partners, great people, frankly, and they are just unfortunately dealing with a horribly tragic and difficult situation. So if you're interested, I've put some links down below to resources that you can contribute to if you're so inclined, and if not, that's fine as well. Now, having said that, I want to walk through some of the things that I'm working on here in terms of what I want to do for you and with you guys in the future. And so a bit of a channel update, business update, whatever you want to call it. Here's the first thing, and that is the Visual Storytelling Conference is coming here in a couple of weeks, and I will be presenting at it. This is a free conference. I will put a link down below, and if you do register, I do request that you use that link because they're actually tracking how many folks use each presenter's links. And so they're not paying me if you show up for free, of course, but it's a great way to track if I'm helping drive attendance to their conference. Overall, you're going to see a whole lot of content at no charge. Now, they also do have some VIP packages, which will get you some additional things. And so again, I'll put some information down below and you can click through that link to check that out. But it's going to be an amazing program, I think. If you take a look at the program, you can come in here, and if you click on event type, you can see there's a lot of different things over the different days, but you can actually click on event type if you want to do a sort. You can see all these different categories: business, creativity, keynote addresses, mobile. So it's video, it's photography, it's creativity, it's business, it's all these interesting things. But let's say you're interested in photography like me, you can uncheck all, just check photography, and then click to apply filter, and it will show you all the different photography sessions that are occurring and when. So Rich Harrington's talking about Photoshop. Dylan from On One's talking about their product. Nicole Z's talking about Lightroom Classic. She's great. Darlene's great. She's talking about portrait photography. And you'll see down here, I will be talking about Luminar Neo and helping you make powerful, impactful photographs with it. There's also some amazing keynotes, including from the likes of Scott Kelby and Elia Liccardi. Everybody knows who these two people are. I don't know Scott personally, but obviously he's really good at what he does. And Elia Liccardi, I've met him, and frankly, his photos are fantastic. I always love to listen to him speak. And there's just, frankly, if you go through, just an amazing collection of creative people that are going to be presenting here, and also me. There's an amazing bunch of folks, and then there's me as well. So I sometimes wonder what I'm doing in crowds like this, but I will be there and I will be talking about Luminar Neo. You can click on me there to learn about me or whatever, but it's just going to be a fantastic conference. The link is down below. That's coming up. Wanted to share that with you. Second thing is, if a lot of you have, but if you haven't yet, maybe consider going to my website, jimnix.com, click on newsletter, and you can subscribe to my newsletter. And the reason I bring this up is because I've got this free creativity starter kit that I give all newsletter subscribers. So you get 2 free sky replacement overlays, 2 free texture overlays, and 2 free LUTs. It's just a fun way to get some of your sort of creative juices flowing. And of course, it's free, and I send it out, once a month or whenever there's news, but I wanted to make you aware of that as well. So now there's also a couple of things I'm going to be evaluating. The first one is a Viltrox. I did a video a while back about a 24mm f1.8 lens. I'll put a link to it there that I reviewed from Viltrox. Well, they have now sent me a 35mm f1.8 lens. I'm going to put a video together about that, reviewing that. It's a brand new lens from them, and it is for the Sony full-frame mount cameras. I'll be talking about that in a future video. I also personally picked up this 50mm f1.4, and this is from Samyang, and I've been out shooting with that a little bit, and it's 1.4. I get excited about these really wide open aperture kind of prime lenses, and I just kind of like prime lenses anyway. So I'll be talking about both of those in upcoming videos, and then there's a couple of other software products that I've got that I'm going to be evaluating as well. I'm not really going to talk about those in detail, but some things are coming that are different than what I've been doing before. So I'm just, again, trying to create things that are of value to you, share information, hopefully inspire you to do creative things, whatever it is you might want to be doing. Now, regarding my ongoing tutorials, I'm continuing to build tutorials around Luminar Neo because I get a lot of questions about that, and I've really been heavy on that lately simply because the product just launched and it's new and it's a way to help educate everybody about it. But I haven't forgotten about some of my other old favorites like On One and Topaz. I will continue to make videos about those. So if there's specific topics about any of those products that you want to see me cover, by all means, leave those in a comment down below. Also, if there's other apps that you'd like me to take a look at, I've had a number of people say, hey, Jim, what about Pixelmator Pro? You used to do videos about that. I like Pixelmator. It's a great app. I just haven't taken the time, frankly, to make videos about it recently. So if that's of interest, let me know. Or if there's other things, Aurora HDR, whatever it may be, if you don't mind, just give me some feedback because I want to make things that are valuable to you. And so I can sit here and think of things and come up with ideas that I think might be interesting, but I'm oftentimes just guessing. So love your feedback if you don't mind. And that leads me to another thing I'm thinking about doing, and that is, would you be interested in a webinar? This would be something that I would do off of YouTube. So this would be some kind of like a Zoom webinar. I would charge for it simply because it's going to require me to have licenses for certain things and prepare quite a bit of content. But let me know if that's interesting to you. It would be very affordable, and it would be an hour or 2 hours depending. I'm not sure. I just need to kind of go through and plan it out. But if that's something of interest to you, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if I do create that, I will be putting it out in my newsletter to those subscribers first, and there will be a limit to how many people can attend. And so, again, another reason to join the newsletter, I'll be sharing that kind of information with you all on the newsletter before I share it anywhere else. So that's an idea. I also have thought about doing some live editing on YouTube. Let me know if that's of interest to you. Again, it's just something where logistics, I kind of need to figure out some of these things on the back end, but I want to know what's valuable to you because there's just different things that I can do. And I got to admit, selfishly, it mixes things up for me a little bit, which is kind of nice because in that video at the beginning of this year, I talked about how I need some change. I need to mix things up. I need a little variety. And I'm trying to think about and do things that are going to allow me to do that. So frankly, I don't burn out because admittedly, I sit in this chair all the time. So sometimes I need a little bit of a new stimuli to keep me kind of excited about it. But I think there's a lot of things that I can do that could potentially either provide you with some inspiration or some knowledge about a product or just maybe some creative ideas, things like that. And then lastly, there's also a couple of companies I want to talk to about potentially doing some giveaways. And so again, this would be something that I would probably do through my newsletter, and then I would also mention it here as well. But I'm trying to think of maybe a way to do a raffle or giveaways, and I don't know if it would be hardware or software or whatever, but I'm trying to think of ways that I can, give in addition to educational content, is actually give some actual, physical or virtual, if it's software type product to you guys directly, just because I have people reach out to me about things and I'd love to be able to pass on, basically free stuff to you guys. So if any of those things are of interest, let me know. These are the kind of things I'm thinking about, but mostly I just wanted to kind of bring you up to speed on what I am thinking about for the channel, where I want to go, what I'm trying to do. And for me, again, the whole goal is let's just build this community together. I can't do it without you guys, so I'm super thankful that you show up, week in and week out. There's a lot of people that frequently comment on my videos. I sincerely appreciate that. It really means a lot, and I do my best to keep up with the comments here. I think you can see that, in the comment threads on these videos, because I really just do appreciate and enjoy the community. In fact, I like that part best out of everything that I do around this YouTube channel. I like the community aspect the most. It's just fun hanging out with folks that are similar, have similar interests, like similar things, around photo taking and photo editing and all that. So let's just keep it going. I appreciate it. That's a bit of a channel or business update for kind of what I'm doing. I'll put links down below to like the visual storytelling conference and things like that. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments down below. Thanks, my friends. I hope you're taking care of yourselves out there. I know things are kind of weird in the world, and I, for one, enjoy getting into my creative aspects to kind of take me away from everything else that may be going, just to kind of restore my own sanity and peace of mind. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you real soon. You guys take care of yourselves, and until then, adios.